Are you tired of swiping right on Tinder and going on what you thought were great first dates, only to be left hanging with no reply or call back? You might be doing everything right on paper, a good job, hobbies and interests, eating well, and exercising, but still wondering why you're perpetually single. Well, it's time for some tough love. In this video, we'll explore why people who are perpetually single and don't want to be, are perpetually single and don't want to be. So, grab some popcorn, get comfortable, and get ready for some truth bombs. Let's dive in. Reason number 1, you don't respect yourself. One of the main reasons why people are perpetually single is because they don't respect themselves. The level of respect and admiration you receive from others is directly proportional to the level of respect you have for yourself. When you take care of yourself mentally, emotionally, and physically, others will be attracted to the prospect of taking care of you too, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Yes, physically. Don't believe me? Try it out for a month. Make self-care a priority. Exercise regularly and eat healthily. Get enough sleep at night. Work hard and plan for your future. Be social and eliminate any bad habits. Speak your mind freely without expecting anything in return. Share things based on the simple pleasure of sharing, without any hidden agenda. Pursue others with sincerity and not out of obligation or desperation. Don't accept any judgments made by yourself or others. Don't take rejection personally, and instead, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. Instead of seeing the world as a competition, choose to see it in terms of compatibility and incompatibility. Then, make it your mission to find someone who is compatible with you. Still single? Love yourself. Try taking care of yourself for a month and see what happens. It won't be easy, but being an emotionally functional human adult is a challenging but rewarding endeavor. If you want to date an emotionally functional human adult, then you need to become one yourself. It's a radical idea, but it works. Reason number 2, you have absurd expectations. In the world of dating, there are 2 new stereotypes that have emerged. The first is the man who is overweight, balding, underemployed, antisocial, unhygienic, and decorates his apartment with mint-condition Star Wars action figures. He spends his weekends engrossed in manga comic books and internet porn, yet wonders why he can't find a woman who appreciates his amazing qualities. He blames all the women in the world for his problems and fails to see his own shortcomings. The second stereotype is the fashionable, beautiful, 30-something career woman who wants to settle down. Despite having dates lined up every night of the week, she laments that there are no good men out there. She's dumped men before for having bad fingernails or not wanting to go to business school, despite their other positive qualities. She expects perfection from her partner and fails to see her own flaws. Both of these expectations are delusional and unreasonable. They come down to the idea of perfection, whether it's expecting perfection from others or expecting others to acknowledge one's own perfection. It's hard to say which is more annoying. Of course, these absurd expectations exist in both genders and take on many forms. Some people think that any disagreement or argument signifies an incompatibility that will lead to pure misery in the future, so they end the relationship. Others expect the opposite sex to fall down and beg for their attention and affection, and then become angry and spiteful when it doesn't happen. Some believe that sharing a chicken basket and watching a Tom Hanks movie means they are owed a phone call every day, and they become angry if they don't receive it. The truth is, everyone has imperfections, including ourselves and the people we date. The key to intimacy and romance is finding someone whose imperfections are compatible with our own. We must learn to appreciate the imperfections of others and work on improving our own. Otherwise, we'll remain single and angry for a long time. Reason number 3, you haven't developed the skills for intimacy. Many people are great at, on paper, dating. They go on dates regularly, are attractive, attentive, have good jobs, interesting skills and hobbies, and can carry on a conversation about a variety of topics. They do everything right, yet nobody seems to stick around. Eventually, the phone stops ringing, and the ubiquitous, "we should just be friends," line comes out. The problem is that dating and finding a partner is an emotional process, and these people are only getting the surface-level behaviors right. They never engage with the depth of their emotions and connect on a deeper level. It's like performing somebody else's concerto instead of composing your own. Generating intimacy in a relationship requires emotional investment and vulnerability. It means opening up about yourself in ways that may not be completely comfortable. It means exposing yourself and sharing opinions and values that may polarize people and generate rejections. It requires you to be bold and take risks in going after what you want. To generate emotional intimacy with others, you must first open up and discover the emotions within yourself. In our culture today, sexual, romantic relationships are often objectified and treated as boxes on a checklist or entries on a resume. However, intimacy is something that happens organically through the mutual expression of emotions and values. It's a box that can't be checked or a resume that can't be filled in. It's personal and unconscious and unnameable. And one cannot generate that deep intimacy if one is not open to those deep emotions and values within oneself. So, if you find yourself struggling to connect with others on a deeper level, take a step back and work on developing your emotional skills. Open up to your emotions, share your values and opinions, and take risks in going after what you want. It may be uncomfortable at first, but it's worth it to create the kind of deep, meaningful connections that we all crave. In conclusion, successful dating and relationships require a combination of self-awareness, realistic expectations, and emotional vulnerability. We need to be honest with ourselves about our own imperfections and work on improving them, rather than expecting perfection from others. We also need to be willing to develop the emotional skills necessary for intimacy, including vulnerability and taking risks. But these are just a few of the many factors that contribute to successful dating and relationships. If you have any other tips or experiences that you'd like to share, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for more relationship advice and tips. Thanks for watching.